Well, hello there, and thank you for tuning in to What I Need. This is now episode 24. I got that one on point. Yeah, but anyways, good afternoon, guys. If you guys could do me a favor, hit that like and subscribe button. And if you have any questions or topics you'd like me to discuss, leave them in the comments below. All right, guys. Yes, I said afternoon. It's the afternoon right now. And it's all gloomy, super windy, it's cold, it's rainy. I don't normally like this weather at all. And I don't like it right now. I just thought I'd mention what the weather's like. But I'm not letting it affect my mood. It's important. But anyways, guys, the day has been very good so far. As I told you guys in the other podcast, the last podcast, actually that was exactly yesterday, I recorded it. I was saying that, I just blew a shit ton of money in November and December, negative as hell right now. And I wasn't going to let it affect me. And I'm not letting it affect me. I mean, I got up this morning, right at 4 a.m., got to it. Said, it's all right. Things are going to get better. Because things always get better as long as you know you're doing the right things. And it's funny, too, because one of my friends who I did an interview with, I think it was episode 14. I think it might have been 14. He's like my go-to guy. He's like my number one entrepreneur partner because he and I, we've pretty much been very similar in life situations, and we share the exact same vision as entrepreneurs. So he's my number one partner. And in the beginning of the year, right around the 1st, 2020, we were talking on the phone, talking about ideas, projects. We're going to hit the ground running, do stuff. Everything is going to be popping and it's going to be great. It's going to happen. We never say if, maybe. We don't use words like that. The words like that, if you use words like that, erase them. Don't ever use those words, especially if you're trying to make it or do something. Don't use if, well, maybe, yeah, hopefully, one day. Don't use shit like that. That's stupid, and it's negative as hell, and it's gonna keep telling you maybe it won't happen, so it's not gonna happen. So don't ever use words like that. We don't use words like that. We always say we are going to. We will win. We will be successful. We will be victorious. It hasn't happened yet, and every time we talk, we say it hasn't happened yet. Oh, we haven't got the millions yet. Oh, we didn't get that project done yet, but we will. We will get it done. Shit, but either way, I'm going off again. But the point is he and I were talking about how we have all these projects lined up. And he's my go-to number one partner for everything because he's got a bunch of ideas and I've got a bunch of ideas, and he and I know that we relate them together some way or another, where I help him, he helps me. It goes back and around and around and around and around. And when we were talking, we were saying, all right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to just bomb the shit out of 2020. All the projects we got lined up, we're going to get them done. And so we got bullets just in the chamber, and we're just going to start pulling the trigger left and right. So we're going to have shit coming in all different directions, right? And today, as I'm doing my stuff, I was taking a break from the market, and so I'm going on my accounts and doing my networking, and all of a sudden I see this video pop up out of nowhere. I'm like, the fuck? What is this? I'm like, that's Justice. What the hell's going on? So I click on it. Sure enough, this guy came out of left field. He hit me. He got a professional ass, proper workout training video. I'm like, oh my God, it's beautiful. That's so wonderful. This guy just unloaded it. Didn't tell anybody, nothing. And that's exactly the same thing I do. It's exactly the same thing I do. Just pull shit out left and right. Bam, 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 bam. And he surprised me, so I called him up. I'm like, dude, what the hell, man? That was awesome. I mean, the video was great. It was professional. It was by an actual workout equipment company. I was like, man, I was so proud. I'm like, that's great, because just before that, I had a photo shoot. I did some photos. I didn't say nothing. I just put them out. He's like, what the fuck? You had a photo shoot? I'm like, yeah, man, this is what's happening. And he and I talk all the time because we have the same entrepreneur mindset. And, as I said, all our projects work together. Once everything is set in stone and all the money's there, we're working together. As I said, he does something for me, I do something for him. Like, we know that. We have a strong mutual bond like that. And, I just thought that was great. I'm like, that's perfect. That is perfect. And as I said, I think before in one of my other podcast episodes, having a team is very important. A strong team is very important. And on your team, when you pick people on your team, you got to make sure that they have the exact same entrepreneurial vision as you. If they don't, it's not going to work out. It doesn't balance. And he's exactly like me. I mean, we're up early as fuck in the morning. We are nonstop on our projects all the time. Up early in the morning, doing what we got to do. No breaks, no vacations, nothing. As we say, the second we're rich, then we'll take a day off. But until then, it's go time, grind time, and we don't even view it as work. We love it. So that is what we do. And, that's why I just wanted to share that, because I thought that was awesome. Excuse me. And, I've just been having a positive day. And one of the key things to remember is, as I said, a long time ago, me being this broke would have just depressed the shit out of me, and I wouldn't have done nothing. I wouldn't have done anything. But it's all about changing your mindset. Once you change your mindset, that discipline in your own self, you can do anything. Oh, my back is killing me. But, so that's how the day's been going. And by the way, I mentioned Justice because he did the podcast interview with me. And I still haven't revealed my identity yet, because I'm waiting for somebody to figure out who I am, then call me out on it. And when someone calls me out on it, then I'll be like, all right, good job. Yeah, this is who I am. But it can't be anybody that I know personally, because I know a lot of people personally that listen to my podcasts. And it doesn't count if one of you guys call me out. That's retarded. Don't do that. But and I will eventually do that. And one other thing I was going to talk about too, having a strong team. One other point of this episode is whoever is constantly listening with this podcast, and if you've been vibing with it for a while and it works, we can all be a team for each other. Post in the comments what it is that you do, what it is you can do for other people, and then you guys start communicating. I'll chip in too. I'll throw in some ideas, this and that and this and that. It's all about working together. No money charging. Don't be greedy, trying to be like, oh, well, I'm a graphic designer and I charge $350. Don't do that shit. Just help each other out. You do good things for people, good things come back to you. Remember that. It's very, very true. And it took me a long time to remember that. So post in the comments, everybody get together, whatever you do. I mean, maybe you're just somebody that's just listening just because you need that motivational boost spiritually. That's fine too. Maybe you're part of the entrepreneurs. If you're part of the entrepreneurs, great. Load in the comments. Let's all start communicating about what we can do, how we could help each other out. As I said, no charging, bunch of free work. That's how you get things going. You shout me out, I shout you out, this and that. I'll do this if you do that. Boom, boom, boom. And it works out great, and everybody wins. I mean, shit, every time I introduce my episode, I say the number one thing, please like and subscribe, because I need those numbers up. And it doesn't cost anything. It's a simple clickable button. The major thing I need too is just sharing. Copy and paste this link to your Facebook, whatever. Just share it, email blast it. I don't know. And that's how you get things going. So let's get this little community of entrepreneurs going where we help each other out. And I'm a little sick. But it's all right. I mean, you do good things come to you. Which brings me to my last thing. One of the craziest fucking things that happened. And I forgot to mention this on yesterday's episode because I was so busy yesterday. I'm always busy. But as I said, you do good things happen. And a lot of good things have been happening to me over the year. One thing that happened that's crazy as hell is, I'm networking all the time, so I'm on social media all the time. However, I don't use Facebook that much because Facebook now has just turned into like a big ass fucking family photo album of like your high school people, your family, friends. It's just like a big ass photo album. That's why I don't really go on it. I'm mainly on Twitter and Instagram. Mainly Twitter, because Twitter is where it's at for the business world. But I go on Facebook, and out of nowhere, I see a message from some dude. I'm like, the fuck is this? So I look at it, read it, and this person said, hey, yada, 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 yada. If all this pans out, then we are long lost brothers. I'm like, oh shit. I didn't even know how to really react. And then I look at it again, and I'm like, wait a second. There's only 2 people that I know that would know this information that he sent me. It would be me and my dad. Those are the only 2 people in the world, as far as I know, that would know that type of information that he sent me. So I was really curious about it. I'm like, wow. Okay. I was really nervous because I didn't know how to respond to it, because everything did pan out. But see, as you guys know, my entire life, I've never known I had anybody out there. And so I call him up, and we start talking, and sure enough, he did this Ancestry.com thing, which is ironic because I was just thinking about doing that too last month, and found all this stuff out. And he's not my full brother. He's my half sibling, because my dad only had me. That's it. But yeah, so we start talking on the phone, and it's crazy as hell. And we're going back and forth, and then he's like, hey, get this. We got a sister. I'm like, oh, shit. What? Okay. He's like, yeah, you want a 3-way? I'm like, yeah, put her on the phone. He's like, all right, done. Patching in right now. And then I was like, oh, shit. So, like, all this information just blew my mind. I'm like, oh, God, because this entire time I'm just thinking, it's just me, it's just me, it's just me. And one of the reasons, I still don't think it's even hit me yet, because I've just been so used to the fact, like, all right, I've accepted this shit. I am a lone wolf out in this motherfucker. But turns out it's not the case anymore. And so he patched me in to my sister, and we just started talking. And I remember when I first heard her voice, it was very soothing, because I automatically resembled that to what my mom's voice would have sounded like, since it would have been like the closest thing. And I thought it was the coolest experience. And who knows? I mean, maybe that's why this was kept from me for so long, because shit, 5+ years ago, had I got this information, I don't know what I would have done with it. I mean, I was a wild ass cowboy out here in the wild, wild west doing all kinds of crazy dumb shit. And maybe the universe is just waiting for the right time to do this shit and put us together. And it's crazy as hell. And I still haven't met them personally, face to face yet, but we talk on the phone so far. And it's really, really great. And I thought I'd share that news with you guys, because that thing about the universe, I don't know what it is. As you guys know, I'm not spiritual. I am spiritual. I just don't believe in religion. But I do believe in God. I do believe that there's a lot of shit that's going on in the universe that is beyond our comprehension. Like shit we can't even understand. Like if we did know the whole truth about everything, it'd probably just make our heads explode. Literally. Here's the information. But I thought that was crazy, and I was sitting down and I was really like, maybe that's why. I mean, maybe it wasn't time for me to know that shit yet. I mean, but then again, had I known that shit when I was a kid, like maybe if my dad wasn't such a fucking douchebag and gave me the information and told me the truth about what happened, but I mean, it probably would have been different then. But I mean, I just thought that was really cool, and I'm excited to meet them as soon as I can, once I free up my schedule and all that stuff. And I just thought I'd share that. The universe works in a lot of ways. Always be positive. Try your best to be a better person. And things will get better. But, alright guys. Thank you so much for tuning in to episode 24. This is what I need. Have a great day, guys.